Hello, my crafty friends. Today I want to give you a sneak peek into some awesome new coordination products that are coming out. And of course, I have a variety of card ideas to share as well. Hi, it's Lynn Dunn from Stamptastic Designs. Thanks so much for joining me today. In this episode of Stamptastic TV, I have 18 card ideas to share featuring the 6 new coordination products that are coming out on February 4th. Now, there are 5 new die sets and a super fun pack of pattern paper that is coming out that coordinates with products that are already in the Stampin' Up! 2020 mini catalog and the Celebration catalog. By the end of this video, you will definitely want to add a few of these fun new products to your wish list. For the latest card making ideas, be sure to subscribe to my channel and click on that little bell so you'll be notified each time I upload a new video. Now, as I go through each of the 6 different coordination products, drop me a comment below and let me know what your favorites are. All right, so let's start out by talking about the new coordination product called Pleased as Punch Designer Series paper. Now, this paper coordinates with a variety of different punches. So you can actually punch out the shapes in this designer series paper with the different punches that I'm about to share with you. So this first pattern here coordinates with the umbrella builder punch, which looks like this. So you can punch out all these little umbrella shapes and you can punch out the little handles using the punch. So here are just a couple of the pieces that I punched out from the pattern paper. I just love when Stampin' Up! Does this. So this particular coordination product is probably one of my favorites because there's so many uses for it. And the back side of this umbrella paper has these fun little raindrops on it. So here are a couple of the cards that I created with this pattern paper and the umbrella punch. Now I also use the stamp set that coordinates with the umbrella punch that comes in a bundle, but they're just super cute little cards. So here's another idea. And the last idea. So I will be featuring this stamp set and the punch, and of course I'll have a few more card ideas for you in one of my upcoming videos, so stay tuned. Now this next piece of pattern paper from the Pleased as Punch Designer Series paper pack has these fun little tulips on it and the little leaves, and of course it coordinates with the tulip builder punch. So you can punch out the little tulip shapes and the leaves using this particular punch. So here are just a couple little tulips that I punched out from this particular paper. Now the back side of the paper has this granny apple green pattern on it. So of course it coordinates with the color of the leaves in the pattern paper. And here are a couple of the fun cards I created with this paper and with the punch. And again, I used the entire bundle, so I used the stamp set that comes with the punch. So here's one card idea, and these are just flowers that are punched out from that paper. And another one. So it's really easy to create some quick and simple cards with the paper and with this punch. All right, the third piece of pattern paper in this pack has these adorable little heart images on them. And of course, these hearts coordinate with the heart punch pack, so you can punch all these hearts out with this particular punch. And then you can add a layer, kind of like a matting behind them with this punch, with the scalloped heart. Now the back side of this paper has like a little gingham pattern in petal pink, so it coordinates nicely with the hearts. So again, here are a couple of the heart shapes that I punched out of this paper pack. It makes it so easy to create some fun embellishments for your cards. And here are some of the card ideas that I had. Now I featured these cards in a Facebook Live video, and I've also posted them out on my blog, so I will link to the blog post in the description below this video. But these are just quick and simple cards that I created with the pattern paper and with the heart shapes that I punched out of the pattern paper. All right, now the last piece of paper in the Pleased as Punch Designer Series paper pack has these adorable little flowers, these small blooms. Now these flowers coordinate with the small blooms punch, which is one of the free Celebration items that you can choose with a qualifying purchase during Celebration. And so this little punch will punch out all these little flowers that are on this paper. So here's just a couple flowers that I had punched out from this pattern paper, and then I use them to embellish my cards. Now the back side of this pattern paper has a fun little rainbow pattern on it, and of course it coordinates with all the colors that are in the flowers on this side of the paper. So I'm just bringing back all of those card ideas that I just shared with you, the ones that I used the hearts. You can see that I also used the little small blooms on here to decorate my hearts. So there's a variety of different uses for this particular punch and the patterns in the paper. And again, I will link to my blog post and to the Facebook Live in the description below this video. Okay, so that is the Pleased as Punch Designer Series paper. And so now you can see why I absolutely love this paper. And I can't wait for it to come out on February 4th so I can get some more. I hope you enjoyed this. Let's move on to the next coordination product. All right, the next coordination product that is coming out is actually a die set that coordinates with this stamp set called Sending You Thoughts. So this stamp set is one of the Celebration items, one of the items that you can choose for free with a $50 purchase during Celebration. So the dies are featured here, so I always keep my dies with my stamp set, so you will notice that as we go through the video. So it has this large flowery die, and it looks like it's probably pretty complicated to use, but it's not. I mean, this die cuts out the entire flower image, and then there's these little dies here that you can use to cut out different color flowers. So I'll share a little card idea with you. And then there's some label dies up here that you can use with the greetings and sentiments in this particular stamp set. All right, and so here is one of the cards that I created. So again, this die cuts out all of these little flowery images and the leaves here. It cuts everything out of, in this case, I use a piece of pattern paper. And then I cut out all these little flowers and then just adhered them. So it's just a fun little card to make. It's a little bit putsy to add all of these little flowers, but it's super cute when it's done. And then this is the second card idea I created. So this time I just used some of those leftover flowers and just kind of created a little pattern across the card. So the new die set that's coming out is called Sending Flowers. So that's the name of the die set, Sending Flowers. And then it coordinates with the Sending You Thoughts stamp set. All right, let's move on to the next coordination product. All right, the next coordination product is called the Ladybug Dies, and it coordinates with the Little Ladybug stamp set. Now this is a host stamp set, so you can get this stamp set if you host a party or if you are a member of one of my clubs. You have the opportunity to earn this little stamp set. So I have linked to my clubs below this video so you can learn more about how you can get your hands on this little stamp set. Now on the inside, I added all of my little dies. So they cut out all the different images that are in this particular set. So you can see there's dies to cut out the flower and all the little ladybug images. There's also a little die here that'll create, you know, kind of like that, I don't know what you call it, behind the flying dotted line behind the ladybug, I guess. So that's really cute. And then there's some little dies to cut out some grass and other things to create your cards. So I do have 6 different card ideas to share with you featuring this Ladybug set. And if you host a party with me or if you join one of my clubs, so all of my club members will receive the tutorial for the 6 different cards created with this particular stamp set. All right, let's move on to the next coordination product. All right, the next coordination product that's coming out are called the Birthday Dies. And they coordinate with this stamp set, the Happy Birthday to You. This is one of the free Celebration items that you can get with a $50 purchase. And here are what the dies look like. So you have dies to cut out this cake image. You have a little cake plate. You can also cut out the flowers from the stamp set and use them on the card. So lots of different options with this particular die set. And here are just a couple card ideas. So the cards I have featured here use Seaside Spray. So the pattern paper is Seaside Spray, and then the colors that I used on the flowers is just Stampin' Blends Seaside Spray. And of course you can see the little cake plate here that I cut out in foil. And then the other card idea, same thing. I just used the die to cut out the cake here and then just colored in my flowers. I also used this die from an upcoming set, the next set I'm going to show you. There's a die, a new die that's coming out that you can create this little stitched rectangular shape. So it's a beautiful set, lots of fun ideas with this one. All right, let's move on to the next coordination product. All right, the fifth coordination product features another die set called Nature's Thoughts dies, and it coordinates with the Positive Thoughts stamp set. So this is what the Positive Thoughts set looks like, and this set is in the 2020 mini catalog, so it's in the Occasions catalog. And here are the dies. So here is that rectangular shaped die that adds the stitching right onto your cardstock. And then there's this fun little decorative die here, lots of leaves. There's a die for cutting out the butterfly and the flower from the stamp set. So lots of fun options with this die set. And then just a couple card ideas for you. So again, I used this rectangular shape from the die set and cut out a piece of white cardstock, and then I just stamped some images and created this card. And then here's another card idea, same kind of thing, using some of the images. So again, just a couple card ideas featuring this set and the new dies. All right, let's move on to the last item. All right, the last coordination product that's coming out is a die set that coordinates with the Special Someone stamp set in the 2020 mini catalog. Now I'm showing you the catalog because I don't have this stamp set. So kind of a funny story. I actually ordered the die set. I ordered this new die set, which is called Special Day Dies, because I thought I had the stamp set already, but I guess I don't, so it's going on my wish list. But here are the dies that that are coming out in the new coordination product release on February 4th. So these dies will allow you to cut out all these different images that are in the stamp set and create some fun projects. So once I get the set, I'll be able to share maybe some ideas with you. All right, now you have a sneak peek into the new coordination products that are coming out on February 4th. Now these products will be available until March 31st, 2020, or while supplies last. So be sure to mark your calendars for February 4th because you don't want to miss any of these. Plus, if you shop with this special host code, I will send you the printable tutorial featuring all 18 of these card ideas. I have also linked to the special host code in the description below this video. Thanks so much for joining me today. If you enjoyed this video, please let me know by liking it and sharing it with your friends. And leave me a comment below to let me know what you enjoyed most about the video and everything I shared here today. Have a fun and creative day, my friends. Take care.